Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft. Diebe gehören gehängt. Qui a fait ça? Je veux savoir. Qui a osé faire ça?
Who did this?
I beg of you, sir. I beg of you. Just a few points.
You are a lucky man. You are alive, and I am still an Akka. Here is what I have to tell you. The only thing more dangerous than a drunken sailor is one who is also angry. I know it does not seem like much, but with your wisdom, I am sure it will help.
Maudit voleur, tu as un problème.
Brûlera en enfer. Que le Seigneur ait pitié de ton âme.
Thank you. They did not say what they wanted from me, but I saw the darkness in their eyes. Sorry, I have nothing to offer in return for your sacrifice, but I shall see to it that my brothers know you are a friend. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Where's that fool going? So ich dich wiedersehe, bist du ein toter Mann. Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. You're not supposed to be here. Leave.
I hear you're looking for information on Sibran. Karm's found something you'd probably find useful. Best track him down if you want it.
Stop. You must not trespass
Forbidden
here.
for you to be here.
Why would anyone want to do that?
Haltet eure Augen offen! Er wird bestimmt wiederkommen! Damn it! Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren.
What's got him interested?
Safety and peace, brother. I've been looking everywhere for you. I stole this letter earlier today. Read it over. Hopefully it'll be of use.
Greetings, Altair. What news?
Al-Mualim has named another. Calls himself Sibrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic, he resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Acca's port.
Yes, I've learned as much, and more.
Continue then.
Sibrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
This will make things dangerous. I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Mualim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
Be on your guard, Altair. Altair,
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No, it was I who erred. I believed myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
What's that fool running from? What's got him so far? How careless can one get?
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you. What am I to make of this?
I live a simple life, my lord, as do all men of the cloth. It is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never.
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
Are you calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me?
No. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong.
I don't recall accusing you of any wrongdoing, which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end.
What do you mean?
William and Garnier were too confident, and they paid for this with their lives. I won't make the same mistake. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you. Let him stay my hand.
You've gone mad. Will none of you come forward to stop this? He is clearly poisoned by his own fear, compelled to see enemies where none exist.
Seems the people share my concern. What I do for Acre! Stay vigilant, men. Report any suspicious activity to the guard. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. Now get back to work.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux? In port, Bettler!
Tu as un problème?
Und du hattest mir, du Narr! Aber du hast es noch nicht wissen, aber du hast es. Diener Gottes! Höre den Zorn Gottes! Verteidigt! Wird deine Strafe nicht entkommen! Er siegt deinem göttlichen Urteil!
Stay away from me!
He just killed someone! I saw him do it! Guards! That man just murdered someone!
Look, what's he doing?
You've no reason to be here. Leave now. Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Fine! None of you will lift a hand in defense of your master! I'll take care of this heathen
This place is
myself!
restricted.
How peculiar. He should stop acting like a child.
Fine! None of
Ein
you will
toter Mann! Erbärmlich! Ja!
Je vais mourir! Soit.
Nicht wegen des noch nicht wissen, aber du hast Bereich verloren! Ein Diener Gottes!
Damn you!
Bin die Rache Gottes!
Don't do this.
You are afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe.
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen? Our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
Linger a while longer then, and tell me of the part you were to play.
A blockade by sea. To keep the fool kings and queens from sending reinforcements. Once we...
Conquered the Holy Land?
freed it, you fool. From the tyranny of faith.
Freedom? You work to overthrow cities, control men's minds. Murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
Altair, you've caused quite a stir.
I've done as requested. Sabran's life is ended.
So it is. So it is. You should ride for Masyaf and inform Al-Mualim of your success.
Yes. I should return and speak to him. Of this and other things.
Is everything all right, my friend? You seem distant.
It's nothing, Rafik. Just a lot on my mind.
Talk to me then. Let me help.
I need to make sense of this myself first. But thank you for the offer.
It is the men you kill, isn't it? You feel something for them.
How?
Ah, my friend. You are not meant to enjoy these grim tasks. Regret, uncertainty, sympathy. This is to be expected.
I should not fear these feelings.
You should embrace them. They are what keep you human.
What if I'm wrong? What if these men are not meant to die? What if they mean well? Misguided, perhaps, but pure in motive.
I am but a Rafik, Altair, and such things are beyond me. Perhaps Al-Mualim can help you to make sense of it.
Yes, perhaps. Thank you, Rafik.
It is my pleasure to have served with one as skilled as you.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Not a lot of time, Vic. Understand there's a narrow launch window. Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself. Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't...
It doesn't what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
Climb tall structures to gain a bird's eye view.
My student, we have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The peace of Eden is temptation given fall. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then?
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams. Like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange, to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison, and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced, then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
What's going on?
You'll hurt someone at that.
When the Animus shows you are being watched by an informed
South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him. The East might be avenged.
What does it mean?
Let go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
Give your life. God is on my side. Yeah!
Another minute and they would have made off.
Yeah, I can hear you breathing. Yeah.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyordun? Gel buraya.
I'll take you down! Ha! Spare me! Spare me!
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
You must not trespass here.
Away with you.
Safety and peace, Master. Have you seen all the vile Templars in town? I have been ordered to kill as many as I can before the burial of your latest victim, Majd Udin. I am sure if it were your mission, it would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with you when you get back.
Help! Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Do I look like a merchant? No.
Unbelievable.
That's what happens when you run without looking. Poor soul. Such a shame.
Where is the one responsible for it?
People of Jerusalem, we stand upon a threshold.
Coins. All I ask is for
to
a few
usher in an
coins.
age of peace.
Go pester someone.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölüm.
I'm dying. Could you spare
What's
a
going
few
on?
coins? Please,
What's he
sir,
running
I have
from?
any money. What have I done?
He's going to hurt me.
I know now why I joined our clan. Just to be in your presence is a gift from God. This is what I have learned about Robert's men. They are well prepared for battle. To fight them all at once would be unwise. Better to let them chase you for a while before striking back. But it is disrespectful for me to tell a master how he should behave in combat. Forgive me, master.
Biz hırsız.
Somebody help me!
تمهل.
Kime We'll die here. Kime böyle yapıyorsunuz?
You came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
We have drawn lines across the land.
Please, can't you
Spilled
spare
the blood
something?
of those
I'm
we
poor
once
and
called
sick
friends.
and hungry.
We have all suffered
I need
because of
food.
this.
I'm
But
so
now,
hungry.
we are offered a chance at redemption. A chance to begin anew.
Please.
Let us make peace with the Crusaders.
I
Let
beg of
us
you.
live
I
as
beg of you,
one.
Just a few coins, please.
We must be strong, we must be brave, and we must find the courage to face those we once called our enemies and now instead call them friends. The Crusaders come to Jerusalem, bringing with them an opportunity to end the fighting, to stop the war. That we may stand as one, we must not turn them away.
Please, sir, have any money? My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Leave now and I'll let you leave. You should not have done that. He's attacking me. What are we fighting for? You die now.
You speak of peace, but your words are hollow.
No, I speak the truth. Why would you say other?
You're a Templar.
So I am?
Then you are also a liar and a fraud, just like your master. Where is he? What does he intend?
It's peace he seeks, I swear it. And the proof is in his actions. A Christian at a Muslim's funeral. We want an end to all of this.
Only because it serves your needs.
But this is a noble thing we want. The land will be united beneath our banner.
United through force. You'd enslave us all.
It is for the best.
No, it's not. And so long as my brothers and I breathe, you will not succeed.
And sick and hungry. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little more.
What a fool. There's no... Strange, I've never seen someone do that. What is that man thinking?
All I ask is for a few coins.
Good to see you, brother. I trust you're here for the funeral. Or for Robert, rather. I've kept my eyes and ears open, but I've nothing to report. Things are quiet here. Perhaps Tariq has seen or heard something you can use. He's stationed not far from here. Go to him. See what knowledge he has.
No, please don't leave. Now I beg of you.
You'll never get away! My dead man.
Come no further.
Something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
What a fool. There's no...
Someone should stop him before he hurts himself. I beg of you. I beg of you just a few coins, please. I beg of you. I beg of you just a few coins, please.
He's going to run into someone. فليسأله أحد لماذا يفعل ذلك؟ Come no further.
Yeah! Pay for your sins! Get away from me! I'll have your head!
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. Please, sir, have any money?
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
No, please don't leave. Just a few
Excellent
coins,
timing, Altair.
please.
I found something you'll find quite useful. Orders for Robert's guards. This map I've made will show you where he intends to station them. Put it to good use.
Just a few coins, please. Unbelievable. 16 diamonds. Could you spare a few coins? No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Take the map I've given you and see that the guards are placed accordingly. We'll be safe enough during the procession. It's the burial that worries me. Easy for our enemies to hide amongst the crowd.
If you're so concerned, why not post your own men? Search the site yourselves.
Our presence here has caused enough chaos. I can only imagine how the people would react, seeing Crusader soldiers marching across their holy ground.
Then perhaps you should not attend at all.
He was our friend and brother, and we will honor him as he passes from this world. You insult me by suggesting otherwise.
I'll post the men. I don't want trouble either.
Then stop trying to make it, and do as you've been asked.
They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
Robert de Sable is in Jerusalem.
I've seen the knights myself.
Only misfortune follows that man. I won't give him the chance to continue his campaign.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing to fear. I do not seek revenge, but knowledge.
Truly, you are not the man I once knew.
My work has taught me many things, revealed secrets to me. But there are still pieces of this puzzle I do not possess.
What do you mean?
All the men I've laid to rest have worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the land. This much I know for certain. But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Crusaders and Saracens working together?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
The Templars are a part of the Crusader army.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe. No, their only allegiance is to Robert de Sable and some mad idea that they will stop the war.
You spin a strange tale.
You have no idea, Malik.
Then tell me.
Robert and his Templars walk the city. They've come to pay their respects to Majd ad-Din. They'll attend his funeral, which means so will I.
What is this that Templars would attend his funeral?
I have yet to divine their true intentions, though I'll have a confession in time. The citizens themselves are divided. Many call for their lives. Still others insist that they are here to parley, to make peace.
Peace?
I told you. The others I've slain have said as much to me.
That would make them our allies. And yet we killed them.
Make no mistake, we are nothing like these men. Though their goal sounds noble, the means by which they'd achieve it are not. At least, that's what Al-Mualim told me.
So what is your plan?
I'll attend the funeral and confront Robert.
The sooner the better. Fortune favor your blade, brother.
Malik, before I go, there's something I should say.
Be out with it.
I've been a fool.
Normally I'd make no argument, but what is this? What are you talking about?
All this time, I never told you I was sorry. Too damn proud. You lost your arm because of me. Lost Qadar. You had every right to be angry.
I do not accept your apology.
I understand.
No, you don't. I do not accept your apology because you are not the same man who went with me into Solomon's temple. And so you have nothing to apologize for.
Malik.
Perhaps if I had not been so envious of you, I would not have been so careless myself. I'm just as much to blame.
Don't say such things.
We are one. As we share the glory of our victories, so too should we share the pain of our defeat. In this way, we grow closer. We grow stronger.
Thank you, brother.
Rest if you need to, Altair, that you might be ready for what lies ahead.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. Help me!
Yapmanın cezası ölümdür. Afşar!
ردوها علي.
Geber kafir!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
He better not cause any trouble.
Çok gebereceksin. You must not trespass here. Nus! Anta husana! Leave!
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majd ad-Din. taken too soon from this world. I know you feel sorrow and pain at his passing, but you should not. For just as we are all brought forth from the womb, so too must we all one day pass from this world. It is only natural, like the rising and the setting of the sun. Take this moment to reflect on his life and give thanks for all the good he did. Know that one day you will stand with him again in paradise.
Amen.
As you know, this man was murdered. We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows and run from any who would face them fairly. But not today, for it seems one stands among us. He mocks us with his presence and must be made to pay. Seize him! Bring him forward that God's justice might be done! أنت تتبع أي خطوات؟ تريد أن تموت؟
Don't let him get away! You've nowhere to run! There's no way out!
I would see your eyes before you die.
I sense you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this?
No sorcery. We knew you'd come. Robert needed to be sure he'd have time to get away.
So he flees.
We cannot deny your success. You have laid waste to our plans. First the treasure, then our men. Control of the Holy Land slipped away. But then he saw an opportunity to reclaim what has been stolen, to turn your victories to our advantage.
Al-Mualim still holds your treasure, and we've routed your army before. Whatever Robert plans, he'll fail again.
Ah, but it's not just Templars you'll contend with now.
Speak sense.
Robert rides for Arthur to plead his case that Saracen and Crusader unite against the Assassins.
That will never happen. They have no reason to.
Had, perhaps. But now you've given them one. 9, in fact. The bodies you've left behind, victims on both sides. You've made the Assassins an enemy in common and ensured the annihilation of your entire order. Well done.
Not 9. 8.
What do you mean?
You are not my target. I will not take your life. You're free to go, but do not follow me.
I don't need to. You're already too late.
We'll see.
You're a Stay on him! Stay for your sins! Stay on him! Stop this man! Stay for your sins! Someone stop! Durdurun onu! Burada işimiz bitecekmiş.
المحتمل أنه سوف يعود. هيا!
It was a trap.